What it do, man? It's your boy Battle Truth coming to you live and direct from the Battle Truth headquarters. Let's get right off into this. As you can see right behind me, the event is over. Um, I was supposed to have been going live every time a battle was over, but what ended up happening was a lot of family members came over. Plus, I couldn't really position my daughter properly where I could lock in and do these battles and things like that. But Tay Roc and Rex finally went down. The verdict is in. Let's get right off into this. Okay, so going into this battle, man, it was a lot of hype swarming this battle, man. A lot of controversy over the chain and over the SMD word and the threats that were going out in this battle and things like this. And it had a lot of promotion. Would it live up to the hype? Well, the results is in, and we really can get to talk about this thing and this whole situation on how this thing played out. Now, let me just tell you, both sides, like we expected, both sides showed up to this battle ready to go to war, ready to physically go to war. Cave Gang was definitely deep in the building, and so was Dot Mob. Dot Mob was there with like 50-some members, and Cave Gang was there with a lot of members themselves, man. I don't really know much about the East Coast movement, but one of my guys from Baltimore was telling me that Rock would have an advantage inside that building because Philly and Baltimore are sort of like brothers. Now, I don't know. Y'all can let me know in the comments. I ain't from down those ways. You know what I'm saying? But that's what they was telling me. You get what I'm saying? So I'm like, okay. You know what I'm saying? And that's what he had told me. But I thought it was going to be the other way around. But it wasn't. Rock definitely had the advantage over the crowd. There's a lot of people in that crowd going bananas for him. You know what I'm saying? It was actually with him. And I found that surprising for some reason. But again, I ain't from the East Coast, so I don't know. Bridge Raw thing actually was there at the battle. Showed his face. He was there. So I guess he back on deck with Cave Gang. So however it is. So Bridge was there. However, Murder Mook wasn't there. And I'm just going to say I believe that was a good thing. I'm going to personally say I believe that was a good thing that Murder Mook wasn't there. Because I look at things a little differently. I look at things a little differently concerning that situation. I believe Murder Mook, I believe his presence can actually start things. He tends to be a person for some reason that people want to try sometimes. And I believe also that when you working with when you have the crown jewels of the family, you're supposed to protect that by all means. You have soldiers and street people for a reason. Some people shouldn't be exposed to certain things. Like for instance, when we was in the streets, y'all, if everybody know my background where I'm from, you know, and I used to be a gangster disciple, there was no way the star of the mob would be on the front line. No way at all. That was just absolutely no. And everybody knew that. Even if he wanted to be on the front line, no. No. That's what you got us for. That's what you got the soldiers and hitters for. So with that being said, Moot wasn't there, and I believe that was a good thing. And probably why these brothers, another reason why these brothers probably ended up making peace after this battle. So that's always a good thing. Shouts out to Rock and T-Rex for that. For even with all the animosity towards each other. And that's one thing I always was saying, like, look, if y'all two really got love for each other, and if y'all ever had any love for each other, that same love should be enough where y'all could be more forgiving and humble towards one another and walk away with peace. Basically saying that Rex was talking about how he showed up at Tay Roc baby shower and things and bringing gifts to his kids. So that's always a plus. Well, let's get right off into this, man. So the venue was a success. Let me just say that. The venue was a success. Let's get on to these battles. Cave Gang versus Dot Mob, basically, for this night. How would this play out? So Roc and T-Rex finally meets up. This is the day. It all go away, and we have the results of what's taking place. Now, like I said, I heard T-Rex rounds in this, and I told y'all he was going to be fire and nice. You know what I'm saying? And y'all got to hear it for yourself. But at the same time, I said if Roc don't come prepared, Roc gonna lose this battle. Roc started this battle off first. A one-rounder. And let me just say, the first 3 minutes of his round, it was light. It was light as hell. I'm talking about, it just seemed like a bunch of gibberish. He wasn't really saying much. It just sounded like it just rhymed. It wasn't strong. It wasn't solid. It wasn't impactful. And I'm saying to myself, like, this all you got? Come on, man. You got to step it up, you know? And at one point in his round, he almost choked. You know what I'm saying? But his first three minutes, it was light as hell. And I'm like, even he said it like twice. But that's what he say anyway. But it was like actually for real. And I'm like, no, he got to come better than this. And then I'm thinking about the battle he just came off with Shotgun Suge where he choked twice in that. So I'm saying to myself, like, okay, man, this ain't looking too good. But then as the battle progressed, he began to step it up, you know. He finished strong. I will say that Tay Roc finished strong. He had the line where he said, you always talking about the nigga who took your chain died. Nigga, you lied. The nigga who took your chain is right here alive. You know, and he was talking about him. You know what I'm saying? Him. I took your chain. I'm still here. That was nice. He ended that real strong. He had a real strong closing. I gave him, where's my notebook? Oh, I'm sorry. Let me get my notebook. I gave him 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. I gave him 29 points. I gave Roc 29 points in his battle. He had a line he also stole from T-Rex. He stole this one line from T-Rex that the crowd went crazy over. He had the line where he was like, the deuce go pat pat, and the hammer something like a tic-tac. Well, if y'all remember, that's the same thing that T-Rex said to T-Top in the T-Top battle. The deuce go pat pat, and that hammer hard to clean like Jack Mac. The only thing Roc did was remove the Jack Mac and added tic-tac. And I'm like, that T-Rex line. Why would you battle this dude using his same line against him? That'd be crazy when they be doing stuff like that. And what's crazy, they don't do it like that as though they mocking you or giving you some type of honor or reverence. They say that as though they the ones created it. But overall, again, the first 3 minutes of Roc round, it just wasn't good. But he began to cook up here and there. It was a lot of dry spots. But he finished strong. He finished strong. Started out weak, but finished strong. So I gave him 29 points. And when I heard that, I already knew he actually lost this battle. Because again, I heard Rex round already. And I believe Rex was just more solid and consistent from beginning to end. But it was crazy because, like I said, my guy Raheem told me, like, no, it was Artie. Raheem the one told me that Philly and Baltimore is like brothers because he's from Baltimore. But my guy Artie was the one that told me, like, man, truth. I think right before the battle began, I think they ain't finna try to let Rex rap. I didn't believe that because I figured, like I said, I knew they was going out there deep. I knew he had a lot of people out there, so I didn't think that was true. But it was true. When Rex opened his mouth and began to start rapping, the crowd wasn't really letting him rap. But this also how you know Rex won this battle. Because he had to fight and win the crowd. Get back, baby. Yeah. He had to fight and win the crowd. Get back. Come on, go finish playing your game. No, let me finish. Sit right there. Come on, let me finish this. I'm too far in. Come on, no, I'm not playing. Sit down. Yeah, sit down. So, sit down. It's not funny. No, I don't feel like playing. Put this down. Stop, baby. Come on. Anyway, he had to fight the crowd and win this battle back. You know what I'm saying? He had to fight the crowd and win. Here, right. Here, right. Sit down, right. Sit down right there. Right. You're a big girl. Thank you. You gotta outsmart them and improvise. Let's finish this when she come back. So, yeah, he had to win and fight that crowd back, and that's how you know he won, because that crowd wasn't trying to give him a chance to rap. But as he was rapping, he was saying so much real stuff, and it was hot. They ain't have no choice but to, like, every time they wanted to start up, they ain't had no choice but to calm it down. Because he was actually hitting and solid and consistent from beginning to end. Now, I know it's going to be a lot of haters out there trying to say, oh, no, you just saying he won because you said you heard his rounds and you don't want to look bad. Oh, you going to say he won because you cool with Dot Mob and Mook now? No, because Snake Eyes lost. Snake Eyes lost to Chef Trez. E-Ness lost to Franchise. Both them Dot Mob also. Oh, but Rex Show got, man, listen. The end of the day, I don't know them brothers, and I'ma live with myself. I'ma live with myself and my honesty before anything. He won that battle, man. He won that battle. If anybody watched that battle, they'll know he won. And he won that battle, man. If they're gonna be honest, he was more consistent from beginning to end, man. He was just spitting a lot more real stuff. His bars was more impactful. He had a lot of more moments than Roc did. It was nice, you know what I'm saying? It was nice, you know what I'm saying? He addressed the CC show thing. That was nice. He put me in the rap with Piper Boy. He said, in the battle, truth, deep Piper Boy, and that was nice. It was nice. It was nice. It was a nice, solid, good performance from T-Rex. He definitely won this battle. I scored T-Rex 34 points. 34 points to Tay Roc 29 in this battle. And Tay Roc rapped longer than him. And he still lost to T-Rex. Now, this battle, I believe, had the magnitude and potential to maybe be mentioned in the ranks of the Young Ill and T-Rex. But it didn't. It didn't. It was good, nice battle, had replay value, but it's still not better than the T-Rex versus Young Ill for probably the greatest one-rounder battle of all time. So, shouts out to them on that, continuing to still be the number one. But T-Rex definitely did his thing. Roc was okay in this battle, man. He wasn't fire like that. Seemed like he just started so slow, man. And like I said, wasn't none of it really hidden. It wasn't impactful. It was very light. You know what I'm saying? And I'm saying to myself, like, he losing his hunger. He losing his desire and ambition. And it seemed just more so, it just seemed like more so a lot of just rap. It wasn't, it didn't have no believability to it. It just didn't really do it too much for me. It really didn't at all. But I believe Rex was the better man tonight. He had better material and was more solid and consistent from beginning to end. So I get his battle to Rex over Tay Roc, 34 to 29. 34 to 29. It was a lot of things happening in this battle, man. But the one thing I am happy about, and I'm hearing this from reliable sources, Rex and Rock were taking pictures together. At the end of the battle, they dapped each other up, gave each other love. So that definitely says a lot. And it really shows, you know what I'm saying, that it may have been love there for them brothers, you know what I'm saying? While they was rapping, Rex was showing Rock love, letting them know, like, oh, that was hot, that was nice, you know what I'm saying, when he said something that was good. And overall, they gonna be all right, I guess. But I got T-Rex winning this battle over Tay Roc easily, 34-29. It's your boy Battle Truth. It ain't my judgment, lesson question, it's yours. Hit the link in the description box. Follow me on that Patreon. If you rock with me and like my content, and it's your boy Battle Truth. Shouts out to everybody. Be safe out there, man. Join the Patreon. It ain't my judgment, lesson question, it's yours. So subscribe to Battle Truth. Congratulations to T-Rex for winning a successful battle over Tay Roc. That's another chapter closed into your life. So, that being said, it is what it is. It's your boy Battle Truth. Click the link in the description box. Join my Patreon. Yeah.